Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Expelliarmus!
With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are.
Revelio.
My sister should be just inside.
Aha!
Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey!
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves any time soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. A good wizard is a dead wizard in my eyes.
Descendo, Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender.
Wait a moment.
Akhir, Incendio, Descendo,
I was right.
Descendo, Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender.
I'm a goblin, not a toy!
Expelliarmus,
No! That's not impressive.
Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender.
Number White's coming back this way.
Ringo,
Let's get this over with.
Expelliarmus, Descendo. Glacius, Defender.
You've made your last mistake.
Confringo,
Weak
Incendio, Akhir,
You'll regret coming here.
Descendo,
I won't
Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender.
One less human to worry about.
Descendo, Confringo,
One less human to worry about.
Descendo, Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender.
Easily diverted.
Descendo, Expelliarmus, Glacius, Defender. Descendo, Expelliarmus.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried.
Revelio.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house.
This well looks familiar.
Revelio.
Sebastian! I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me
Revelio.
as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Compulso.
A stairwell? Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Revelio.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Revelio. Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
timely resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Glad you came.
Wish I had the courage to go into the forest.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Only a hairy-hearted.
Who lived here, I wonder? Upper Hogsfield. Now where to...
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Serona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Serona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
I can certainly try and find some for you.
That would be wonderful. I'm worried about the travelling vendors and would love to get the more Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards he was.
This place has seen better days.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
I heard something. This had better not be a trick.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
That'll get that goblin help.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
I found a Diricall den near one of the hamlets. Made some galleons off that little find.
Betting on the dragon fight.
Accio! Descendio! Confringo!
My life is worse than my body.
Accio! Incendio! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
I tell you this, Hogwarts is lucky they've got protection charms. It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
You're a little...
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
The beasts around here can sleep a bit. This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Better have a look around. See about the hawk clumps and the box of letters.
Confringo!
That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio! Depulso! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Descender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus. Glaciers. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Should think they felt that in London. Revelio.
Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio. Compulso. Revelio.
This must be Sorona's box of letters. I think that's everything. Serona will be glad to have this back.
Revelio.
I should find Mrs. Sprottle. She'll be glad to get these hawk lumps.
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Aloha Mora.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. I have good news. I was able to harvest some hawk lumps for you, and I found Sorona's box of letters.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion. And Serona will be delighted to have those letters. How kind of you. Now you be careful heading back to Hogsmeade.
I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back. These rocks have seen better days.
I'll say it again. Can't
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Bottle of flabbergasted leech, stirred clockwise.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it, and he confessed straight away, the old rascal.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. You would never leave me to worry like this.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river. Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite?
Who's there?
Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead.
Glaciers! Defender!
Kill those glance off of me.
Descendo! You glaciers! Defender! Right. Descendo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Glaciers! Descendo!
You won't stop
Expelliarmus! Protego!
Superfly! Now to find out what happened here.
Revelio!
Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Revelio! Capolso!
I should investigate.
Revelio!
rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree. A crooked tree, just as the map said. The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Revelio. Revelio.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills.
What do we have here? Revelio. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a bit.
A ladder. That's what I need.
Can't handle a little altercation.
Confringo! Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender!
Play what is rightfully ours.
Revelio!
Now here's a sad-looking place.
I'm famished.
Somebody there? Hello? Student. I'll give them what they deserve. Huh? Who is it? What? Aha! There you are! Always on the defense.
Descendo! Glacius! Defender! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
What was that?
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender!
What went on here, I wonder?
Revelio!
What will we find in here?
When the war is over, Goblin...
Accio! Incendio! Confringo!
I will make you pay. You're like a glum bumble bunny. Your acrobatics will only postpone the inevitable.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus!
Ranrock has fooled you.
Revelio!
Nothing over here.
Alohomora! Revelio! Descendo! Glacius! Defender! Revelio!
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Akhir. Incendio. Fringo. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo.
I won't rest.
Protego. Descendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Stupefy. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio.
Somebody there?
Accio. Incendio. Fringo. Glacius.
No.
Protego. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
A boiler door. How to open it?
Revelio. Incendio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Your blood's on Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Akhir. Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Protego.
Stupefy the last time you hit me.
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Defender.
What's down there?
Revelio.
Come to an agreement and you'll just set me free!
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
You have to learn to share.
Accio.
What was that?
Confringo.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Glacius. Defendo.
No!
Descendo.
Making this.
Expelliarmus.
You're no match for me.
Descendo. Glacius. Defendo.
I won't rest. Dead.
Accio.
You won't last long.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego.
Stupid taken out.
Accio. Incendio.
Stop it!
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
You won't get away with that.
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Descendo.
Ranrock won't be stopped!
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Revelio.
Pass it
to me. Hurry, before they come. I must get out. Hurry. Oh, my wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Here.
Glad I was never locked up here. Goodness. Not a party to attend by myself.
Who's there? How nice.
Confringo. No! Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Revelio. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defendo. One less fun. Revelio.
An idea that I don't write down.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
I have no concern of who he sits with.
Wait, that's why you never want me to sit.
Revelio.
This seems possible. Anyone can visit food anytime they feel so.
Oh, hello.
Aloha, Mora. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Compulso. Levioso. Revelio.
Was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Lumos.
Someone said something.
Do you think it's possible to send it?
Oh.
Someone's bound to solve the riddle.
Since when should it matter?
There was something else too.
Revelio. Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Do we really?
This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
That Ray's girl thinks she can fly back to the
Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Deke,
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
You got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
I've always said that travel...
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Levioso! Lumos! Levioso! Everything's all right now. Do cooperate, won't you? Levioso! I'll look after you. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Levioso!
Lumos.
Levioso!
There. I'm not going to hurt you. Now, I'm only trying to help.
Levioso!
Settle yourself.
Levioso!
No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Everything's all right now.
Levioso!
I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience. Actually, perhaps another time.
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. Descendo! I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. Revelio. came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke. Does it get any more cozy than...
Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Hello. Mind you don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was, but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire? You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio. Revelio. Akhir.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Levioso.
No, you don't.
Levioso.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
What are you up to now?
This looks intriguing.
Levioso. Levioso.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Levioso. Depulso. Revelio. Levioso.
Everything's all right now.
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Bring me a dozen humans.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I mean it. I don't think I shall need to eat again till next week.
Levioso!
Wait a moment. Someone...
Akhir! Potato! Stupid! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso!
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Incendio! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius! Confringo! Levioso!
Professor Howard will never believe.
Revelio! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Protego! Stupid! Descender! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Protego! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Protego! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Akhir! Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Defender! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender! Akhir! Incendio! Confringo! Far from home. Glacius! Defender! Revelio!
I've never seen a sword like it.
What's that? Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo! Akhir. Incendio. Confringo.
That's the stuff.
Revelio. Akhir.
Quiet as a grapple. Not quiet enough.
Incendio. Confringo.
The wizards will be defeated. What was that?
Akhir. Incendio. Confringo. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
What is it?
Expelliarmus. Akhir. Incendio. Confringo.
One less human to worry about.
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Akhir. Incendio. Revelio.
Who would a nice mushroom stew about now?
Descendo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender.
Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio.
you